Hola clase, bienvenidos a Español 1110. Me llamo Carrie y soy la instructora. My name's Carrie Steinberg and I'll be your instructor for this summer. This video is basically just a quick run through of the ELC page so that you all see exactly where, get back to home here, where everything lives and where you should be spending your time on ELC. So here you see the home page. My contact information is here on the front. I will be having office hours this summer by appointment. Just email me and we can set up a time that works for both of us. I can go over any questions you might have, especially if you're struggling with any of the grammar topics. I can also hold some small group review sessions before quizzes and tests or at any point in order to help you guys understand some of the more difficult concepts. Also on the home page, you'll see this announcements tool. This is where I'll be sending messages to the class. I like using this tool as opposed to the email. So make sure that the announcements widget, this square here, shows up on your home page. If it does not, let me know. And then there's a few other things on the homepage that, you'll notice, the calendar and other things. Make sure and pay attention to these notifications if you have an email or an announcement, a message alerts. And that's about it for the homepage. You'll be spending most of your time here in content. And actually, let's see, let me switch to the student view. So you'll be spending most of your time here in content, and you'll see the list of the modules here on the left-hand side. You'll want to go to the Start Here module first, obviously, which is where we are. And you'll see this video that you're watching right now, so you must have already entered this module. And you'll see the syllabus, the course calendar. There will be another video in which I will go over the syllabus, kind of like how your teacher normally does on the first day of class, so that you understand all the course policies. There is a syllabus quiz on Connect, and we'll get to that. So you do need to read the syllabus carefully so that you can complete those questions. It is not a quiz grade, it's a homework grade, but it is called a syllabus quiz. You'll also find some university policy information here, things like the academic honesty policy, issues with ELC, accessibility. If you need to register with the DRC, please do so as soon as possible. And then the next folder that you'll be reading is about Connect. Connect is the online platform that you're going to be using to complete your homework assignments as well as all your quizzes and tests. So you want to get registered for the site as quickly as possible. The registration information is here on ELC, all the instructions you'll need to get started. You do have a lot of assignments due on June 12th. That is your first deadline, but you want to get started now because it is a lot. The only reason why the first deadline is pushed back a little bit is so that for drop add purposes. The first deadline is after drop add. After that, you will have assignments due every day. So it's quite a lot, again, due on the 12th. Pretty self-explanatory, all this instructional information about how to get registered for this site that you'll be using. There's some screenshots. This web link for our class, you want to make sure that not only are you registered with the Connect website, but you want to make sure that you're registered in my class so that I have access to your work and your grades. There's another video here, an instructional video that will show you, the Connect site and how to maneuver that site as well. Tech support information. Tegrity is the proctoring tool that we will be using this summer. Basically, that means that anytime you are taking any kind of assessment in Connect, not with homework, but with any kind of quiz or test, you will be videotaped while you're taking your tests. It's a little awkward, but it's important to ensure academic honesty throughout the summer. So the Tegrity program, it's a little bit of a learning curve. You are expected to practice with the tool before your first exam. If you do not practice with the Tegrity video proctoring tool beforehand, I can pretty much guarantee you're going to have an issue with it when taking your first exam. And without a Tegrity video, you receive zeros on quizzes and tests. So please do take the time to practice with this beforehand so that you are all set to go when it actually is a higher stakes assignment. So all of that information is here under Tegrity. So that's our Connect module. The next one you'll want to move to is the recordable video chats and discussions. Each of these assignments is worth 50% of your participation grade in the class. And basically these two assignments are meant to take the place of what your participation in a face-to-face class might look like. The recordable video chats are almost like a Zoom call or a Skype call with someone else in the class. You're going to be practicing your conversation with a classmate. The discussion boards are more of a writing assignment, and we'll take a look at each of these now. So the recordable video chats, these are assignments through the Connect website, but your information here on guidelines and grading for these assignments is here on ELC. So you want to make sure and read these carefully. Starting on June 21st, you will have 2 recordable video chats due every week. They are due on Sunday evenings, and basically that's only to guarantee that it's the only assignment in which you're expected to meet with another classmate to coordinate your schedule with someone else's. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of extra time just in case you need it. So the guidelines for the recordable video chat conversations are here. Here's the rubric about how these will be graded. Basically, it's a participation grade. So as long as you are meeting the minimum requirements, you are speaking Spanish with a partner through these video chats for the minimum amount of time, you will get 100 on the assignments. There are 2 out of, I believe, 8 recordable video chat conversations. I'm not sure if I'm getting that number right off the top of my head, but there are 2 that will be graded for quality of communication. The rest will be sort of spot checked, but you don't know which ones I'll be looking at more carefully. So you do want to make sure and use this, speak at a high quality, and you'll see what that means from the rubric with every single video chat. And here are some how-to tutorials. So with the recordable video chat tool, it also has a little bit of a learning curve, so you might want to practice with your partner before turning in your first video chat. And here are the different topics that you are expected to speak about. The next half of your participation grade is the discussion boards, and these are on ELC, not on Connect. This is just through the discussion forum tool here on ELC. Here where it says tools up top, if you go to discussions, you'll see that this is the discussion forum tool. This is where you might be able to post your availability to find a partner for the recordable video chats. Your first discussion post is due on the 12th. And basically you're just going to be making a video where you introduce yourself to the class. There's an example here. And then every week you'll have 1 discussion. You will also be expected to reply to your classmates' posts. So look over those carefully. Let's go back to content. And we were in the discussion module here. So again, you'll want to look over all of this information, the guidelines, the grading rubric, and how to discuss, to post in discussion forums. So that's all the kind of before the course really gets started, what you really want to read in order to understand all the different platforms and all the different assignments. Then from then on, you will mostly be clicking here, the weekly assignment schedule. It says, look here every day. And that's because, let's see, we'll go to Semana 2, and you'll see that every day, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, you can click and you can say, okay, I'm in week 2, Monday, here's everything I have to do this week and when it is due. You want to follow this weekly assignment schedule very, very carefully so that you know when you have to turn in all your assignments. There's also the course calendar, which was in the Start Here module, that also tells you day to day what you need to be accomplishing. So make sure again to click on weekly assignment schedule every single day. After that, you have information about the quizzes and the tests and your final project. This is when you might say, okay, well, I want to know what I have to study for Prueba Uno. You're going to click here and you're going to find information about the format and what's going to be on the quiz. You also have a module here for tech support. Please note that as much as I would like to help you when you have issues with a certain website, Connect, ELC, I am not tech support. You do need to let me know if some sort of technological issue is preventing you from completing an assignment on time, and let me know as soon as you realize it's an issue. But in terms of solving the technological issue, that is not something I'm able to do. So you have information here on how to contact Connect tech support, troubleshooting with Tegrity, ELC support, etc. And then there's some extra sort of information. This module, study help, no seriously, click here. I have here, and I'll be adding to these throughout the semester, some narrated PowerPoints, some extra tutorial information on the grammar topics that are a little bit trickier. So you'll want to use these as an extra resource as well. And then again, if something is still challenging for you, then you let me know and I can meet you via Zoom to go over it. So that's our content, class list. These are your classmates, your grades. I actually am going to be using the Connect gradebook, not the ELC gradebook. So check your Connect intro video for that information. And you will only be using, I believe, the discussion forums. And then also there are a few assignments that you'll be turning in through the assignment Dropbox on ELC, like your 2 oral exams and your final project. And that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, adios.